What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. And for the past few weeks I've been talking about how WrestleMania is going to be terrible, bad, horrible, whatever word I used. I've been looking at the negative side of it, so I want to go on the positive side and try to make WrestleMania great. So here are 10 ways to make WrestleMania 33 great, and also it's very realistic. It is not my fantasy booking. Let's get to number 10, which is the Cruiserweight ladder match. WWE brought back the tradition of having a multi-man ladder match for a title. It used to be Money in the Bank, and it slowly shifted to an IC title tradition. I feel like it would be perfect for the Cruiserweight to Raw, as it would be action-packed and could steal the show. Imagine all of them pulling off some cool moments. Multi-man ladder matches never disappoint, and these guys could take it to the next level. Also, it would help give well-needed exposure to these wrestlers. A lot of people aren't really interested in the Cruiserweights, and this would help improve on that. Number 9, Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn. This one is actually pretty simple. Samoa Joe attacked Sami Zayn last Monday on Raw. Sami Zayn has nothing planned for WrestleMania. Samoa Joe has nothing planned for WrestleMania. Both guys are extremely great in the ring and would absolutely kill it. So when you put 2 and 2 together, this seems like a recipe for success. These guys had some awesome matches down in NXT and even in the Indies. It'd be very interesting to see this David versus Goliath matchup on the biggest wrestling show of the year. Number 8, Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose in a street fight. Baron Corbin and Dean Ambrose started a feud, which most likely means that the IC title match at WrestleMania is going to be with these two guys. I personally love the start of this feud. It was very simple, yet executed really well. Corbin destroyed him at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, as well as last Tuesday on SmackDown Live. I would make this a street fight to make up for that god-awful street fight from last year's Mania with Brock Lesnar. Dean Ambrose also stated in So Cold's podcast that he had a ton of different ideas that Lesnar wasn't down for. I'm sure Baron Corbin would be willing to do some of those crazy ideas that Dean Ambrose has, giving us a great match. Also, do not put this match on the pre-show, just don't. Number 7, The Miz should win. The Miz and Maurice versus John Cena and Nikki Bella is most likely going to happen at WrestleMania, as we saw from the foreshadow at Elimination Chamber. I don't think this is the best match for John Cena. Nothing against The Miz, I actually really like him and want to see him as the world champion, but we've seen it before and it's kind of a downgrade from his original rumored opponent, aka The Undertaker. Anyways, since this is happening, I truly believe that The Miz should go over. The Miz is on fire right now. He has proved why he is worthy of being in the main event and should be WWE champion in the near future. If The Miz can get a victory over John Cena at this stage of his career, it would be very big. Also, he deserves a clean pin rather than the mess at WrestleMania 27. This could very well push him into the world title scene. Number 6, American Alpha versus The Revival. American Alpha have been tag team champions for nearly 2 months, and it has been a weird run. They haven't had a real storyline, and it seems like they're just holding the titles just to hold them. I think The Revival would be the perfect team for them to face at WrestleMania. The Revival would give them a long-needed feud, as well as an amazing match at WrestleMania. They had some classics down in NXT, and I expect the same if this were to happen at WrestleMania. But I do see the Usos starting a feud with American Alpha, and I also feel like it's going to be Authors of Pain versus Revival versus Gargano and Ciampa at NXT Orlando. But hey, a guy can dream, can't he? Number 5, Finn Balor needs a match. I have some good news and I got some bad news. Let me start off with the good news, which is that Finn Balor has been cleared to return at a house show event on March 10th. Holy moly cannoli, I literally cannot wait. But now, we have to get through the bad news, which is that he's not scheduled to be at WrestleMania this year. What the f***? That is exactly what I said to myself once I read that. Then I said, you know what, it may just be a rumor and I didn't think much of it. But if you look at everyone else, they all have opponents on Raw. F*** that. Give me Finn Balor versus The Undertaker. Or Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Just give me a Finn Balor match. Number 4, Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. Many of you probably aware of who AJ Styles is set to face. He is heavily rumored to be going head-to-head, or is it toe-to-toe? Whatever it is, with Shane McMahon. I say, screw that, let's get Kurt freaking Angle. Hear me out for a second. So AJ on SmackDown is constantly complaining about how he never got his official 1v1 rematch for his WWE title. He keeps getting angry at Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon comes out and everybody expects him to announce that he wants a match with AJ Styles. Instead, he says, I can't wrestle you at WrestleMania, but I have an old friend of mine who can. And then you hear, dun, 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 you suck. Oh my god, it'd be so lit, guys. Number 3, the Wyatt Family Triple Threat main event. Okay, I'll be the first person to admit it. WWE completely proved me wrong. When this entire Orton versus Bray feud began, I hated it. I despised it. I thought it was a big waste of time. They proved me wrong. Then when Randy Orton joined the Wyatts, I thought it was even more stupid and even dumber. They proved me wrong again. You get the gist of it? WWE made the Wyatt family, in my opinion, the most interesting thing on WWE television. This has been perfectly planned out for months and months, and it is all coming down to a very satisfying end. One more thing they must do is get Luke Harper in this match. Luke Harper is so over with the crowd, and I've never been more happy. This is like the greatest shit for Luke Harper. Tuesday will feature a battle royal to take Orton's spot, and I sure hope that Luke wins. Imagine the main event of WrestleMania being Randy Orton versus Luke Harper versus Bray Wyatt for the WWE title. Oh my god. Also, that should close the show in my opinion. Number 2, turn Roman Reigns heel. I think it's safe to say that we will be seeing Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Some people are happy, while others are not so much. Anyways, the only way to get the most out of this match is turning Roman Reigns heel. By the way, I got a quick plug. Let me know if you guys want to see a fantasy booking of Roman Reigns turning heel. Back to what I was saying, to get people as interested as possible is by making Roman a heel. He is already hated by the older audience. So once this happens, all the kids and the women will start to hate him as well. If you want the next big heel, and possibly the biggest heel of all time, look no further. And we got number 1, and that is Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the Universal title. It looks like Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho will be for the US title, while Goldberg versus Lesnar will be for the Universal title. Please, for the love of God, no. After that segment last Monday night, I think it's safe to say that this is the biggest storyline on Raw. And what do you do with the biggest storyline on a brand? You slap the world title on that bitch. I think giving Bill the Universal title is a huge mistake, but what are you gonna do? As always, thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Pllana. Check out my other channels, Official Life Hacks and NoLVP, and I'll see you all later.